Meantime, coal prices have plunged dramatically since their 2011 peak, with the decline accelerating this year, and the tough times may be getting even tougher. Not just for the coal industry, but as Morgan Brennan reports, for other industries tied to it.
April of 2015 was the month King Coal was finally dethroned by natural gas as the USA's primary fuel for electric generation. S&L Energy says nat gas accounted for 31% of power and coal 30%. Compare that to just 5 years ago, when coal generated 44% and nat gas just 22%. It's one more piece of bad news for a commodity that's been struggling for years. Waning global demand, a stronger dollar that's making coal exports more expensive, and U.S. regulations targeting greenhouse gas emissions have weighed on the American coal industry. But analysts say the decline is accelerating now for another reason.
Low natural gas is a big threat to coal. It's just when it's this cheap, it's a cheaper burn.
All of this has pushed Central Appalachian coal futures down dramatically, with prices falling nearly 30% in 2015 alone. It's fueled a collapse in coal stocks. Shares of Arch Coal and Peabody Energy have plunged 90% over the past year, becoming microcap stocks. Walter Energy has filed for bankruptcy, and Alpha Natural Resources is reportedly preparing to do the same.
It will just have to go through some hard changes in terms of possibly some bankruptcies and restructurings just to really shed some of this debt. But when we look at coal itself for the U.S., we still think that it's going to be a pretty meaningful contributor to U.S. power generation.
Coal's collapse is having ripple effects on other industries as well, particularly railroads. Coal is still a big business for freight rail carriers like Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific, accounting for a fifth of the industry's overall revenue. When CSX reported earnings this week, it warned volumes of coal for domestic use would fall 10% in 2015. And this morning, Kansas City Southern said energy revenue fell 46% in the second quarter, due largely to coal. For a Nightly Business Report, I'm Morgan Brennan.